It's only a little bit of habitat, I suppose.
Oh, man.
This is Ben, Liam and Bell on Nova.
Well, g'day there, podcaster.
Welcome to Yibbida Yibbida. Really fun episode today.
Yeah.
Talked to kids about fishing. I talked about how I got blanked by a couple of people in the radio world.
Yep.
Donald Trump was on. Shirvo was on.
There was a lot of, when you look back,
Daicos was on.
upon reflection, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm happy with today.
We talked about Revs for a bit, the smokers room.
Yep.
There was some subtle drug references in this pod. So it might need an explicit. You know how sometimes they have explicit.
No, but we didn't actually say anything.
It was all implied.
Yes,
You're right,
yes,
Bell. We
yes.
covered
the rules
our...
of radio.
Well, you
Covered our
did drop
bacon.
an S-bomb, Liam.
I did say shit, yeah. And I've done it again. Whoopsie daisies.
now we're in the podcast.
Podcast, I think, acceptable.
Really?
8:15, on a school morning, probably not ideal
No.
for some sensitive ears, but that's okay.
What is the go with swearing in podcasts? Just quickly, because some podcasts swear a lot.
Yeah, I think it's more of a,
Yeah.
the,
Zito's saying it's okay.
it is okay.
Do we have to put the explicit thing on?
Nah.
Whoa.
But if we said the C word, we'd have to, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, no, yeah. Well, yeah, but what about F?
I think it's more of a show stance to bleep, I think.
I see.
I think it's just you try. I mean, yeah, we
You
try and keep it above board.
It's a family show, guys.
Well, it's not a family show.
Well, it's...
Well,
I feel like
it's
it
supposed
used
to be a family
I think
show.
it used to be a family show, but the content
What are we now? Adults only.
Oh no, I think the content we cover off is not for families.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. We got some
Like we
forbidden
didn't,
folders
we
in
didn't
there.
even we didn't even get to it this morning. It'll probably be in tomorrow's show, but we're going to do Forbidden Folder. Have you made a sex tape?
Yeah.
So I don't think this is a family show.
It's not. You wouldn't catch
It really
that on
isn't.
CBBS, would
And I think
you?
if we think it's a family show, we have to seriously reassess what we do because it's certainly not a family show.
All right, guys, well, we're going to roll out the butcher's paper, and in the meantime, you enjoy the pod. Look, I wouldn't want to get into politics, Ben and Bell. I mean, it's very hard to do the right thing. Everyone's always got an opinion, but this is one of those stories I read where I was like, I feel like this, we could use funds better than this.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm with you, Liam. I rarely have an opinion on how our tax dollars should be spent.
Yeah.
But I don't think that this is how they should be spent.
This isn't it, guys. You know how times are tough and everyone's really struggling at the moment. When you find out what your tax is going to, you're going to shit. I'm sorry. But the Andrews government plans to send out thousands of free fishing rods and tackle boxes to Year 5s all around the state.
If I could make my living going fishing.
I hate that.
On the taxpayer's dime. So they're dropping 1.5 milli on 95,000 free fishing kits, and they're being sent out to 119
Why?
sites. I don't know. I
Are they
suppose
trying to get kids outdoors? Is that
That's
the, is
not
that
how
the
you
reason?
do it.
and that's the thing. For 1.5 mil, I mean, you'd be hoping these kids are getting a Shimano or an ugly stick. You know what I mean? Something with a bit of heft to it.
There would be kids in the cars right now on the way to school, and I think I speak on behalf of all these Year 5 students when I say, and maybe not all of them, but 99.9% of them couldn't give a rat's about fishing rods or fishing in general.
And you said, Liam, this is where our tax money is going. So, this is what we're paying for, which I personally, and you guys would know this, I hate this so much because I am staunchly against fishing, and I don't think the right way to get kids outside is to give them a weapon that they can...
It's not a weapon.
It's not
a
It's not a
weapon.
weapon.
It's just
You're going to
fishing.
go kill animals with
No,
it.
you're not.
And
I hate that.
No, Rex Hunt, you catch them,
Kiss
give
them.
it a kiss, throw it back.
Yeah.
I don't like fishing, but I just don't think that Year 5 students want to go fishing.
Yeah, no.
That's not like, get them some V-Bucks on Fortnite. That's what they want.
No kid is opening up a box and go, what? No way, a government-mandated fishing rod. That's just what I wanted.
Just give them a footy.
I'm assuming it'd say, like, the Victorian government or, like, Labor government or, like, it would have... Do you know what I mean? It'd be like vote for Dan
Yeah.
Andrews or something on the rod.
With
like,
some saying like, get outside, kids.
yeah.
You know what we should do this morning? Obviously, Year 5 students haven't got the rods
I
yet.
think so. So it's happening, right? And you should have your rods before December 15. That's what they're sort of saying. So kids, if you get it, if there are a few of you who are excited, you'll be getting your rods some time within the next 6 months.
Where's my
It
rods?
should be coming any day now.
Well-
I love the idea of the rod factory just getting a call. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe times are a little tough. There's no young fishery kids anymore. It's all iPads, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna need we're going to need $1.5 million order to save this factory. And then here we go. The Victorian government gets in touch.
I would love to do this morning. If you're a Year 5 student, if you're on the way to school this morning and you can, get mum or dad to give us a buzz, 13 24 10. We will trade you your government-mandated fishing rod for something you actually want.
So we'll have a rod amnesty.
Yep. So you give us your boring Vic government fishing rod, and we'll trade you for something that's actually good.
Whatever you want.
What are we
Whatever you
going to
want,
do with all
kids.
the rods?
I don't know. We'll worry about that
We'll
later.
worry about that.
13 24 10 is our number. Give us a buzz if you're a Year 5 student and you want to trade your fishing rod.
If I could make my
Well,
living going fishing.
If you are a Victorian in Year 5, well, you can expect your government-mandated fishing rod between now and the 15th of December. Put it in your diary, kids. It's all part of an initiative from the Andrews government. They're dropping $1.5 million on 95,000 free fishing kits.
Yep.
That won't be used.
Exactly. They're going to end up in landfill. We were saying, look, why don't we trade you for your government-mandated fishing rod for something that you actually want? So if you're in Year 5, 13 24 10, give us a buzz. Just like Jada in Phillip Island. Good morning, Jada.
Good morning.
Okay, so do you want to trade us your fishing rod for something?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, what are you into? What do you like doing at home?
I like riding
You like riding? What do you, like horses or your bike? What do you like riding?
my bike.
Your bike.
Sweet. Do you want us to get you a card that we can sticky tape to the back of your spoke so it sounds like a motorbike?
That's not great.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a new bike.
A new
Oh,
bike.
no.
Jada, what would you like?
A new bike.
Yeah. All right. You give us
righto.
your fishing rod when you get it, and we'll get you a new bike.
Hey, Jada,
Thank you.
just before though, I mean, have you ever experienced pulling out a Murray cod out of the drink?
No.
You ever felt the power of that? You want to try that first, or you think you'll go with the bike instead?
Bike.
All right. Well, Max from Box Hill. What about you, mate? Have you ever reeled out a big dog?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you caught, mate? What have you caught?
Well, I caught a salmon once with my brother and my dad.
That's pretty
Wow.
cool.
Oh, sounds like you do want the rod then, Max.
So yeah, are you sure you don't want to keep the rod, Max?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you didn't like catching that salmon.
I like eating it more than catching it.
Yeah. Okay.
that's
Yeah.
fair. And I
salmon is yummy.
suppose you sounds like your family's got a lot of rods anyway. Probably a high quality than the 95,000 being sent out to children in Year 5 across Victoria.
So Max, what are you into? What do you want to trade for this rod?
Well, I like playing basketball in my free time.
Oh yeah.
What
Okay.
about a new basketball ring?
Yeah.
Well, I would like a new basketball.
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking. I was thinking
okay.
basketball maybe. It's
I
probably
like
going to be
that.
I
cheaper
tried
as
to
well.
be more generous, but
I like how
okay.
it was obviously going to be basketball. And Belle was like, "Well, how about 2 tickets to the NBA final series? You saw the Denver Nuggets win yesterday. Well, we can send you along next year."
Well, Max,
righto.
if you give us your fishing rod, we'll give you a new basketball.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Great. Great.
Unreal.
Oh, so excited.
Taylor and Coburg, have you ever bagged out?
No.
You never caught so many fish that you can't catch anymore, like the fisheries won't let you, sort of thing?
Not really. I never really catch any fish.
Oh, you've not caught a flatty?
Fish.
Never had a flatty?
Not really. I caught a snapper one.
Kids going fishing.
Let's go! I mean,
It seems like kids are fishing more than we realise.
you need pretty strong
Where the
forearms
ones off it?
to reel in a big snapper. Did you do the old Rex hunt and kiss it and throw it back, Taylor, or did you take it home for dinner?
We kept it, and Dad gave it to one of his friends.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
a real dad thing to do, isn't it? Just give someone a fish. Here's a fish.
So, Taylor, what we're doing at the moment, people that are just joining us, we're trading these government-mandated fishing rods that the Year 5 students are getting. We're trading them for things that Year 5s actually want. So, Taylor, what are you into? What do you want?
Well, I really want a two-wheel scooter, and my birthday's November 2nd, so I've got to wait a while for it. But I heard you on the radio, and I was like, yeah, maybe I should call
Yeah.
up and
So,
get a two-wheel scooter
like
earlier.
a razor scooter? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty cool. I reckon we can do that.
I reckon we can do that,
Fine,
You know what, Taylor? Did you ever watch Rex Hunt's Fishing Adventures?
No,
Might
don't really know what that is.
Might have been a bit before your time. What year were you born?
2012.
Oh, my goodness.
That's crazy.
We're so old, we remember the movie 2012 about the world ending in 2012. But that's the main thing I remember from that year. But wow, you're so, you're talking so well for someone who's born.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday. But,
Yeah.
Oh, raise a scooter. We can do that.
yeah, he had some famous quotes on that show. And guess what? We'll give you that scooter and we'll let you keep the rod if you can give us a Yibbida Yibbida. That was one of Rex Hunt's. He used to just
Catchphrases.
Yibbida Yibbida Yibbida.
So hang on. So Taylor gets the fishing rod and the razor scooter.
If you can give us a Yibbida Yibbida, please, Taylor.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome. I'll give you the Yibbida Yibbida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rex Hunt lives on. He lives on in the youth. Wondrous.
Taylor.
Wow.
Hey, have you checked out whatif.com's top 10 winter weekenders yet?
Yeah, how good's a what if tip? Bendigo is in there, Lakes Entrance,
Airlie Beach. Book your winter getaway on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Ben and Bell, you know how there's like A-listers, like big Hollywood celebrities.
Yep,
and you've
Chris
got
Hemsworth, Margot Robbie.
B-list celebrities, which would be like footy players, I suppose, like super famous here, but not so much in other countries.
Yep.
Then there's like C-grade celebrities who are kind of like reality TV people, I suppose.
Would you accept the cast of Fat Pizza for D
Yeah,
grade?
I'd say that. Well, they sat next to us at a thing recently, so they sort of fall into our bracket. We're in D grade, the D grade celebrity bracket, which is sort of just like, people who are like average on the radio, but they're on the radio still. So a lot of awkward things can happen when you're in that bracket, and whenever they do, I like to document them in this.
Diary of a D-grade celebrity.
On the weekend, I saw a very solid B-lister, very famous person in Australia, Brendan Favola. He was sitting in front of me, Ben and Bell, at the Carlton game.
He
And-
hosts the show
well,
on the other dial.
Yes, well, that's it. And so I thought, I'm going to go say g'day because there's only like 10 people who do breakfast radio on the FM dial in Melbourne. So I'm like, yeah, I don't expect him to know me, but I'm assuming like you'd be like, oh yeah, like...
You think you'd be aware?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be like, you're the new kid,
Yeah, he wasn't aware. I went over and I was like, hey, Fev. And then I was like, oh, God, this is awkward. I think he thought that I wanted a photo, but I wanted to talk about radio. But then I probably didn't really
We've
explain.
spoken to him on our show
I know we
before.
have. But then I think he thought and then I said, I work for Nova. And I think he thought I like...
Was it Casanova or something?
Yeah, which is fine. That's okay. But I didn't want to be like, no, like I'm trying to beat you in the ratings, Anyway, I'm a slow learner. Because last night
Oh, lame.
I saw Christian O'Connell from Gold.
Oh, no way!
At he's also on the FM dial at Rod Laver Arena. He was there with his daughter. I was there with my fiance. It was my birthday yesterday. I went to see Michael McIntyre.
Yeah.
One of my favourite comedians. He's great. And I'm sort of, well, we both are really. Ben and I are close with Christian's producer. He was our first ever boss in radio. And I went for breakfast recently with Jack Post, who's also on that show. He's a friend of all of us.
You're really in that team.
There's a few.
Well, that's
there's a
it.
few loose ties
There's a couple
there.
of
for
loose,
sure, yeah.
and I've read his book, and I admire the guy. I think he's good at
Yeah.
what he does.
For sure.
So when you also think that
Not
'cause
good
you-
enough to flick.
Yeah.
No,
Not good. No.
no.
Yeah,
It's a terrible
no.
show.
Of course. Every show I've just mentioned, terrible. But how sometimes if you've seen someone on TV or if you listen to their stuff a
Yes.
bit, you think, oh, they might know who you are. I thought I'd shoot my shot. So I walked over and went, hey, Christian. And he went, hiya, buddy, and kept walking. No idea. Kill me. How's this? Yesterday, a girl...
Another one.
Yeah, this is all in the last 48 hours.
Hang on, get
Stop going
the
up to
diary back out.
Yesterday. Well, no, this person came up to me. A girl in sales yesterday walked past me and said, happy birthday, Ben. I'm Liam. Like, people who work with us don't even know. How do you know it's my birthday, but you don't know I'm Liam? How did you get those wires crossed?
Liam, guess who's reuniting?
I have no idea what you're talking. No, hang on. Is it? It's not Oasis.
Not Oasis.
I mean, because there was a bit of Oasis. Jeez,
It's
yeah.
not. There is rumours that they're going to be
I
reuniting.
would need a bit more pre-thought than that. Yeah.
It's the next best thing, though.
Better. The next best thing.
Yeah.
After Oasis.
1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me because
Yeah.
you look so fine that
Yeah.
I really want to make you mine.
Jet do slap.
Jet are getting back together.
Oh, yeah.
Jet.
So many hits.
Jet have broken up and got back together a few times, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because is it Nick, the lead singer?
Yeah, Nick.
He's been living in Italy, owning a restaurant.
Has he really?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
did not know
Imagine
that.
if you were like on a holiday, like it was your honeymoon or something, and someone's just like, the pasta linguine, and you're like, that guy really looks like the dude from Jet, that band. But you would be like, it's obviously not the guy from Jet. But now knowing that
it
fact,
was.
Bell, yeah.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Very simple. We got 5 questions. You get them all right, you get to choose the next song we play.
Melanie and Epping, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Very well. How exciting. Australia's most livable city has been revealed as Canberra. Wouldn't have thought so. Who lives at the lodge in Canberra?
The Prime Minister?
And I'll go on record and say, in defence of Canberra, I like Canberra. I think it's a lovely place.
Yeah, but it's a bit exy. Like, I wouldn't say it's the most livable. You know what I mean? Like, if you're paying expensive prices, you want to be close to everything in
It
Melbourne.
would seem like nice and chill, but yeah, not for the prices that it is.
Mel, the cast for NCIS Sydney has been revealed. I played indoor soccer with one of them. Can you name another NCIS series?
Miami?
She's done it.
Well, mate, don't name drop and then don't drop the name. Who is it?
It's Mavorni. Her name's Mavorni.
Who's she playing?
I don't know, but it was one of those weird ones where someone said, like, she was on Neighbours, and someone was like, oh, we went to school with that girl, and I was like, no, we didn't. And then I looked in the yearbook, and I was like, oh, yes, no, we did.
Did
Yeah,
she
we did.
have a speaking role or was she a cadaver?
No, she was in the promo shot, so I'm pretty sure
Okay.
It'd be weird if she was the dead body in the show. Like, yeah, would you tell your friends though? Like, if you got the big
Cadaver, yeah.
but would you
I'd
tell
love
them?
to play a dead body.
No, but would you tell them that you're the dead body, or would you tell them that I gotta roll?
Mel's got to get to work.
There's just quickly. There's a story arc for this radio show. We get Belle to play a cadaver in NCIS.
I would love to play a dead body.
I would love to do that.
I think it'd be really fun.
Just on the side of the road.
You
like,
gotta like
that's the
stop
girl
your
from the
breathing
radio.
and stuff, and you gotta be like,
All right, next question.
All right, Mel. There's a new variety of apple dropping soon, with Cosmic Crisps coming down under. What variety of apple is also a genre of music?
Jazz? Apple?
Nice. You're on fire this morning, Mel. Happy birthday to Donald Trump, 77 today. What decade was he born in?
This always stumps everybody.
you just gotta think about it a bit.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Just think
God.
about it. There's Belle's advice. Just think about it.
A bit.
Was he born in the 40s?
Nice.
Red hot. Here we go. 5 for 5. It's written in the stars. The Beatles are releasing a new album with Paul and Ringo recording with AI. I don't know if that'll be good or not. Finish these lyrics.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom.
Let it be.
I love it, Mel. I love it. Very well done. And look, I'm a big Beatles guy, but it does feel a bit like a cash grab, doesn't it?
It
It
does.
feels like you're dancing on the graves of John and George there. But oh well. I'll still listen to it.
Hey, speaking of dancing on graves, this one will get you moving this morning. A bit of La Bouche.
Oh, yeah. When I'm dancing on a grave, this is my favourite song.
It's also, we've been pushing this one a while.
Yeah.
Are we going to
Saturday.
kill this one?
On a Saturday, you'll find Liam on a gravestone getting down to that. Or, Melanie, do you want to hear Blind Melon?
And I don't understand why I sleep all day. And I start to complain that there's no...
The choice is yours. What do you want to hear this morning?
I think we go La Bouche. Get the morning going.
Okay.
Okay, well, it seems like we're going to have a Blind Melon Thursday by the sounds of things.
La Bouche, Be My Lover.
God, I wish I could cut shapes. You know, when you hear songs like that and you just wish you were just a certified rug cutter. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there was a time where we all thought we could, though. Didn't you? Like, when you're, like, at festivals and stuff.
Absolutely
I was like,
went through a
I'm nailing
stage.
it.
Yeah, absolutely went through a stage of going to clubs a lot when I was like 18 to 22, and I
actually-
thought I could dance.
Yeah.
No Ben's dance when he thought he could dance. It was very much the swing, the lean back.
But that was
and-
also so 2012. Like,
That
that
was
was
the sorta-
everybody.
you
Hang
know
on,
what I
what
mean?
we-
Just-
what-
That's how everybody
It was
danced.
sort of a bit of a. It was
You, like,
sort of a,
jump
you
and you
jump
yeah,
and
it's-
throw it out, sort of.
Like rolling a dice.
yeah. A little bit shake them dice and roll them.
It's
Yeah.
more like a
That's
modern
so
version.
60-year-old
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of crump combat inspired sort of.
I think everyone thought they looked like. Remember that guy, that video that went viral, and he's dancing to Renegade Master? I think everyone thought they looked like that guy.
That guy. He's really just on one. Looks like he's just spent 4 days at Revs. Did you see that video on the weekend? I saw someone a lovely proposal happened in the smokers area of Revs on
How romantic.
on a long weekend. So we probably, those people probably went in there on Friday night. They probably hadn't slept till about Monday afternoon, and then decided they were going to marry the person.
And they proposed in Revs Smokers.
In the smokers, yes.
No way.
And everyone just looks right.
If anybody knows that couple, or heck, if you are the couple, I would love to speak to them.
They're probably still... No, it's a restaurant now, isn't it? They turn it into a Thai restaurant.
During the week, yeah, you can go get actual
They're probably
food
still there.
But
I
Hey,
reckon.
13, 24, 10, massive long shot. But if you know them, if you know of them, if you can get us in touch with them, 13, 24, 10, give us a buzz if you know the couple who got engaged in the Revs smokers area.
Oh, man, I'd love to speak to them. I reckon I'd marry the first person that looked at me after 4 days at Revs over a long weekend. Cody from Williamstown, you were one of the cretins in the room at the time. Did you witness it?
So, yeah, me and my couple of work friends were in the smokers lounge. And, like, the two guys that were in the front that were, like, completely cooking it, they were sitting there and they were, like, looking around. This guy was on his knee even prior to her coming out.
Yeah.
And she come out and she was like, where's Jeremy? Where's Jeremy? And then he got up, like, prior to the video, he actually got up and said his name was Charlie. So I don't even reckon they knew each other.
Oh, right. Here we go.
So
we
you
thought
think it was a stranger proposing to a stranger?
But, like, they've just
Yeah.
met and hit it off, and he's, like, obviously in the state at 2 p.m. on Sunday, gone, I love this girl. Oh,
Because
no, we
but
thought it was real.
she says yes, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, even after they say yes and the video stops, they're like, we're making out, and we were all like looking like, does she even know this guy?
Yeah.
Is this, like, does he know it's not his partner?
Yeah.
What's going on? And
Yeah.
those guys at the front, they were like, what the hell is happening?
We
and they
gotta-
were like,
We got to
Yeah.
find this couple. If anybody,
Oh
I mean,
my
they're not even a
God.
couple by the sounds of it. We got to find the guy or the
Oh,
girl in
yeah.
the video.
If your name's Jeremy or Charlie or something like that,
Yeah.
and you fell in love on the weekend, the Rev Smokers, 13, 24, 10, we'd love to hear with you. Are you still getting married?
Yeah.
Can we come to the wedding? It sounds like you guys have a lot of fun.
Do you know them, or are you the people in the Revs Smokers Lounge? 13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz.
Cody, thanks for getting us a little bit warmer to them. We said we'd give you a
right.
prize. What have we got here for you? I can give you 6 bottles of Mount Franklin and a pack of Chewy.
I mean, I'll take it into the office.
On you, Cody. I know you had a fair hit out on the weekend. We'll also give you a Vicks inhaler. Good on you, mate.
And this morning we're talking about the couple, well, supposed couple that got engaged to each other in the Revs Smokers area.
Yeah, possibly the most unromantic location on earth. 13, 24, 10. If you've had an unromantic proposal, please get in touch. We'd love to hear from you because they're not all fairy tale, are they?
I've always thought my mum and dad's was pretty unromantic.
I think
but
I remember that.
I
then,
think
yeah.
there's worse out there. So mum and dad were in the city one day. This is when they were both quite young, and they've been together for a while. And they were just doing some shopping, and they went past the jewelry store. And mum said, "Oh, I love that ring." And then dad went in and bought the ring. And then on the way home, he just pulled over and proposed to her in the car.
I think that's cute.
I think it's lazy. Like he didn't plan.
It is pretty lazy.
He didn't plan.
But you know
anything.
what? I don't.
He got
think-
out of a whole lot of organising by doing it that way.
You know, these days, how it's all these beautiful things like, oh, we, recreated the first date,
Yep.
or, you had a thing in Queensland, Ben, when Sam's whole family was there. Surprising, I took Sarah away and we organised a chef to come and it was this whole thing. But I don't know, maybe it just wasn't like that back in the day. I know my dad proposed when he was with my mum for like less than a year, and when he did it, she told him to F off. I know that they've been happily married this whole time.
So that was then he proposed again later.
No, I think it was more of like an F off. Like, I can't believe you're doing this, but like it was. No, it wasn't. But it was more like she was in disbelief. But it's still like that's probably not what you want to hear when you're proposing to someone.
If you've got a story, we would love to hear it. Most unromantic proposal, 13 24 10. Give us a buzz.
Maybe you were the one who did the proposal and you're kind of like, yeah, in hindsight, probably could have had a bit more pre-thought on that one.
Yeah. 13 24 10. Roxanne in Mernda, tell us about the unromantic proposal.
Hi. So pretty much I just had my baby, so first baby, and I had a C-section, so I was high on morphine, like severely high. Anyway, they wheeled me into the room and, my whole family's there, like literally aunties, cousins, friends, sisters. It was ridiculous. And my partner's like on his knees at the bed and I kept saying, get off your knees. Like, what are you doing? And he's holding like a little baby beanie and inside that was the ring. And then finally my mum was like kicking him as well, like, hurry up and do it, underneath, like sitting next to him. Finally, he's like, sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was going to say, so you weren't happy with being proposed to at the
There's
bedside?
too much going on.
Too much going
Well,
on?
there's a lot going on. I was literally flying high. I was on the most small thing you've ever known.
Yeah.
And then finally he said, will you marry me? And I looked like, before he said it though, I said, am I dying? Because everyone was looking at me like waiting for a response. I thought, maybe I'm bleeding out. Like,
No, you want to be so present in that moment, and you don't want to be like feeling all the feelings that you're already doing. With the baby and everything. Like, just it's too much.
Almost like he's tried to one up the birth of the child with the proposal.
I suppose it's that thing as well. Like, sometimes you want to get the nice engagement pictures, but when you've just had a C-section, you've got a green whistle hanging out your mouth. Your hair's not being touched in 4 days.
Roxanne, thank you very much. Jenny in Geelong, good morning. We're talking most unromantic proposals. What happened?
My husband and I had been dating for 12 months and we broke up because he didn't want to get married and I did. I wanted to get married. So we broke up and he went away and he went away for a couple of weeks with one of his mates. And when he got back, he walked in and he said, all right, you win.
Oh, all right, you win.
Where did he go with his mate? Do you know where he went?
Oh, Great Keppel Island. It used to be an under-35s island.
Right, so he got it all out of his system, basically, and then
Jenny.
he came back and said, okay, you win, I'm done.
That's a good one,
Whoa,
Jenny. Thank you very much.
I hope he hosed him down when he got back.
Madison in Melton, good morning. Most unromantic proposal. Tell us what happened.
my boyfriend at the time ditched me to go out with his friends on a Saturday when it was meant to be the washing day. We only get 1 day a week at the time to do washing.
Yeah.
He ditched me, went out with his friends all day, came home while I was sitting on the bed folding washing, angry at him, and he proposed to me.
Oh, to try and make you happy or what?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but whatever he did, it worked because we've been together 14 years now.
Wow.
Madison, just back on washing day. Why is there only 1 day where you can do the washing? What?
Because I had just turned 18, we moved out on our own, and I was an apprentice, so I worked 6 days a week.
Right. So that's
So it's your 1 day off as well?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
No, I'm sort of I don't know, maybe I'm a bad guy, but sometimes you need to go out with the boys, Sometimes you just need one, Hey, it's been a hot minute since we've checked in with our good mate, Joshy Daicos.
Everybody is on. Josh, Daicos.
Now, normally, lovely enough to hang out with us in the studio. They have got the bye this weekend, though, so I believe he's going to be leaving to the airport pretty soon. So joining us on the phone. Morning, Josh.
Morning, crew. Thanks for getting me on.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
No worries at all, Josh. I mean, what's planned? The Amalfi Coast, the French Alps. Where will you be spending this luxurious time off?
Oh, funny you say that. I was actually looking Amalfi Coast and all over Europe the other day with the lovely, because at the end of the year we'll hopefully end up in Europe But for the time being, I'll be heading to Perth with Dad and Nick. We've just got family, cousins over there. So mix it up. Usually I head to Gold Coast to get a bit of sun and chill out at the beach, but mixing it up. And I was hoping the weather would be a little bit nicer in Perth, but it looks like Melbourne.
You're always so wholesome, Josh. Always family first.
I know. I love all the footy guys. Like, yeah, we're off to, I know Mason Cox is over in Bali. Everyone's like, rubbing their hands together. Where are you going, Josh and Nick? Perth. Awesome. What?
With our old man.
Yeah, why not celebrate a blinder of a season we've had so far in Perth?
Actually, Josh, that makes sense because I saw on your Insta story you're doing the Macedonian Marvels. Are you doing that in Perth as well as in Victoria?
Yeah, we have a couple of functions over in Perth at night. So we'll chill out during the day, have a bit of fun. Hopefully, the weather holds up all right. And then at night we have our functions, which which are always good, and we enjoy doing them. It's good to see fans, especially over in Perth where we haven't been before.
Yeah, of course. And that's sort of so obviously, your dad Peter, your brother Nick, all the Daicos boys, they're there. You're doing these sportsman lunches. Do you guys rehearse at home? Do you have hairbrushes and you're sort of in front of the mirror and then you're like, all right, no, Nick, no, you're stepping all over my bit. Remember, you come, or is it that thought out, or is it more you just sort of winging it in the moment?
At the start, it was we definitely tried to speak about, what jokes we'd come up with and who would take which. And but we've done a few now, so it's got to the point where, we're all pretty confident. I occasionally give Nick a quick haircut before shows. He always likes to look sharp, so I
like it.
You get
come out quickly and
you get the clippers out, Josh, and cut the hair.
Yeah, I do for a quick haircut.
Yeah, wow.
You don't give Dad a bit of a trim?
Nah, there's nothing there to trim. Otherwise, I would.
Hey, also in the news this morning, your coach Craig McRae is signed on for another 2 years. That's amazing. Look, unfortunate loss for you on Monday. You don't lose very often this year. How does he go after a loss? Did he get real mad? Did he spray you?
It was a really weird feeling. We haven't. I think out of our last 24 home and away games, we've won 22 of them. So after the game, I remember walking in, and just by habit, I was kind of walking towards the middle of the room where we sing the song, and it was a weird feeling for us all. We really didn't know how to feel, and amazing fly signed a 2-year extension as well, and Pendle's another year, and he's been an amazing coach, and he was pretty calm. He was pretty confident. Obviously, we're 11-2, so it started really well, but we felt like, we obviously didn't play our best football Monday. Melbourne brought it, and we probably let our colours down a little bit, but we got the bye to relax, come back, and get to work in round 15. So pretty crazy. It's already round 15 in a couple of weeks, and can't believe how quick the season's flying.
Oh, yeah. Well, another thing that happened at the end of the game on Monday, we saw that you were once again involved in a little bit of biff between Petrarca and Mason Cox. You got yourself in there. Can you tell us what was going on there? There was a bit of a push and pull.
No, it probably looked a little bit worse than what it was. I think, I don't know how I got myself caught in that. I went to congratulate him on a good game, and all of a sudden Christian's giving Coxie a little bit of lip. I think he was just saying the way he carries on and, take that loss sort of thing. So he wasn't that polite, Christian, with his words like that. But, Coxie didn't take it too well. He wanted Christian to take it up with him, but, Christian.
And then you, of course, you found your way in there, Josh. Right in the middle. Because you were there, and then you walked away, and then you came back, and I was like, oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah. Hey,
exactly.
Look, Josh, mate, we appreciate you making time for us while you're on your break. All the best in Perth, and we'll speak when you get back.
Appreciate it, guys.
Trumpy Mumpy is back in the news.
Old Donald. He's back in the news after his second indictment trial was underway. He's being accused of willfully retaining national defence information and obstructing justice. So, in a nutshell, what they're saying is he basically took the nuke codes and he hid them in his bathroom at his house. The first one was kind of, I think it was the money under the table paying off Stormy Daniels to be quiet, and that was kind of just, all sorted out, and there was no real problem with that. But I feel like if he does have nuclear launch missile codes just hanging around with his fake tan, you know what I mean, his Bondi Sands and his tanning glove, then that is actually a problem.
Not that it makes it okay, but I kind of think that the nuclear codes should be your work computer's password where it updates every 3 months. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, how can the Nova password have to change every 3 days? But this guy can just print off the nuclear launch codes.
The new codes that Trump has shouldn't work anymore. Like, someone in the IT team should update the system
For
so
sure.
that they don't
Even
work.
if you have to, like, it's like
Control,
Nugget,
delete,
but you just
reset.
You have to change you have to change the digits on the end of it.
So, what was it? 37 counts, and he's pleaded not guilty, of course.
Yes, he has. But I think essentially what it is, just if you really boil it down to what he's done, is he's stolen from work. That's what he's done.
Yeah, he's gone. Oh, you want to let me go? Fine, I'm taking all this.
Everyone's been guilty of that in some way, shape,
Stealing
or form.
from work?
Ben, you were pretty bad for it. Nova Adelaide, there was some AstroTurf out. Like there was like a nice little garden area on the like balcony, and there was like AstroTurf, and Ben like ripped it up and dragged it into his car.
Well, no, I didn't rip it up. There was just AstroTurf that no one was using. And
so you thought you'd just take it?
Yes.
Didn't you use it to hit your golf ball on?
Well, yeah, I
something?
used it to make. I made like a little driving range at home.
Yeah, but there was like footage of him because Ben told me about it, and I was like, "That's awesome! I'm going to try and find the footage." And there was like footage of him like at the end of a workday, like looking from side to side, dragging this big rug, and he looked like he had a body in a rug. He was taking it into the lift.
Everyone does it. I did it. Trump did it. If you would like to own up to doing it this morning, 13 24 10, stealing from work. What did you take?
You can remain anonymous, you know, if you're worried that work's going to chase you up.
Yeah, the bigger the better. Like, I don't want you to say, like, I took a pen home, like, boring. Like,
Nah.
if I want you to take, like, home, like, 900 pens, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
The bigger the better.
She
13,
absolutely
24, 10.
raided that stationery cupboard.
Yeah. While we're in the spirit of throwing people under the bus, Belle, you stole the signed Ed Sheeran record.
That is true.
I
I remember when we went to Belle's house and it was like, hang on, that's a bit familiar. Oh, yeah, hang on. It's been presented to Nova from Ed Sheeran's record label.
Yeah,
and Belle,
it was his
you
first
literally
record.
took it off the wall. Like, you took it off the wall. and took it home.
No. See, what I did was I took it off the wall and then left it on the floor at work for 6 months, and no one said anything. No one noticed.
That doesn't,
and then I made
it doesn't work like that. That
and no
doesn't.
one said. But it was a gradual kind of disappearance. No one picked up on it. Therefore, no one misses it. It's now
like,
looking
that's me
very lush in
taking
my house.
your spare pair of car keys, and if you didn't claim them, I suppose I just acquire your car after 6 months.
Anon, this is a good start. Anon joins us. Good morning. What did you steal from work?
So I actually used to work at Balenciaga, and I actually stole one of their jackets.
Are you for real?
That's
Anon. That's crazy because I was walking past Balenciaga in the city on the weekend, and I was like, literally, who shops at these stores? Like, it's insane. There was these like clog type things. They were like these like real 1, 2 buckle my shoe type medieval shoes, and they were like $1,000. I'm like, who wants to walk around in those?
Anon, how did you do it? Did you were you like in the break room and you shoved it in your bag, or how did you go about it?
Nah, so like there's 2 cupboards that open up and they're like mirrors.
Yeah.
And I was having a look, no one else was on the floor, grabbed the jacket, walked straight into the change room, took everything off, took the clothes hanger with me, took the jacket, work finished. I was like, see you later, guys.
I think that's just shoplifting.
Belle, your Ed Sheeran record is worth more than that Balenciaga jacket.
It's literally a gold
It was signed by Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, so, yeah, you can point fingers. Tom in Albert Park, what did you steal from work?
G'day, guys. I worked at a rival radio network in Melbourne,
All
and
right.
we were moving office, and there was all this memorabilia around the building, and people were taking TVs and pictures and records and everything else. And I actually took a signed piece of the track from the 2006 Commonwealth Games, signed by the Jamaican 4x100 metre relay team.
Whoa.
And then I later sold it at a garage sale for about $200.
Oh, surely it's worth more than that.
Just flaunt it off as well.
That's a good piece.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, I sort of sold myself a little bit short in that one, didn't I? So
Tom,
looking
how
back
did you
now,
guys end up with a bit of the track though from the Com Games?
I guess the network that I was there at sponsored or had some involvement in the event. So.
Jeez, what a get! The Com Games exclusivity.
Oh.
Real hot property.
Okay, guys, welcome to the bid. We have one network here. Okay, I think we can wrap this up pretty quickly.
Tom, thank you very much. Another good one here. Anon, good morning. What did you steal from work?
Hi, well, I was working in a zoo, and at a zoo we donate mobile phones for the Jane Goodall Foundation to help save like chimps and gorillas and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. So actually, what happened is we got a bunch of phones donated from the police station, which were all confiscated, I assume, from like drug dealers or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, crime.
Yeah.
And when we were going through there was a bunch of like iPads and like really new iPhones, and I knew you could trade them in at EB Games.
Yeah.
So I actually traded. I got like enough that I sort of like worked sort of like cancelled all the stuff on them. Took them to EB Games, traded them, got store credit, and at the time I ended up buying like a PlayStation 4 Pro, a couple of controllers, and I just walked away. I was like, oh, that's my crime days done, but it was a good outcome.
But think of the monkeys, Anon. Think of Jane Goodall.
You took the bananas right out of their mouths.
I thought I was like, oh look, there's five. There was about 300 phones donated. They're not going to miss these. A couple of bananas. It's probably worth us to save from. So the phones are donated because of the precious metals, and to save them from their habitat being destroyed. But it's only a little bit of habitat, I suppose.
Oh man. Oh wow.
Well, you can tell yourself that as you sit on your couch playing your PlayStation.
I like as well.
That's so great.
The PlayStation Pro, but you're like, nah, but they're like probably like drug dealers' phones, I suppose. So I'm sort of like taking from the rich.
These calls are blowing me away. Keep them coming through. 13 24 10. If you have stolen from work, we're all getting it off our chests this morning.
Wow.
Give us a buzz. Have you stolen from work? What did you take?
Aiden in Murrelbach, good morning. What did you steal from work?
How you going, guys?
Good.
Stole on my last day at McDonald's. I took a few of the sauce guns, some aioli sauces. Just wanted to, I don't know, can't get the aioli sauce from Coles or anything, so thought I'd better take some of them. I took a box of macaroons and macarons, however you pronounce them.
Yeah.
And just a sneaky bag of M&Ms. So I tucked it under my apron so that the cameras couldn't catch me. And I've been sleeping with one eye open.
Ronald could be
gun.
knocking at the door. The sauce gun. So is that? Am I imagining that right? Where it's kind of like it's quite a large like cylinder with a trigger and it shoots the sauce out.
Yeah, that's it. So I still got them here 5 months later.
I mean,
I don't know if they got replacements.
Do you use it at home?
I did for a short period of time. Now it's more like a monument, just a living memory of my time at McDonald's.
Surely you use it as at a party as well for drinks.
You are literally the Hamburglar, Aiden. I don't understand how I get the M&Ms are under his apron, but how do you get out with the two giant sauce guns? I'm like, surely someone was asking questions. I like the idea of going to Aiden's house and he's like, oh, I'll whip you something up, and you hear that like MAGA sounds, and he's using the sauce guns, he's flipping burgers.
Dominic in Ferntree Gully, good morning. What did you steal from work?
I stole the big light-up sign from the above the fish and chip shop I used to work at.
Oh, cool! Like a neon sign?
Yeah, it was like a acrylic perspex sign that sort of mounts to the light box. It was about 2.5 metres long by about 1.2 metres wide.
So much of this stuff that people have stolen, like you could be forgiven for thinking it's been misplaced, but you are stealing like the front sign.
What did it say? Fish and chips, or what did it say, Dom?
It said the name of the fish and chip shop.
Oh.
In big letters. And for that, the fish and chip shop closed down, so we sort of stole it as a bit of a... It was up there for months, and we were like, well, this isn't open anymore. So we went up, and one night we climbed up on top of the awning. I knew how to go around the back and get up on top of the roof. And apparently we couldn't be seen because we were in black, but my mate that was down on the ground watching.
Yeah.
So it was really funny. The sign kind of just made its way out of the box and then slid up over the roof and gone.
Wow. He was the unlucky one being illuminated by the giant neon fish and chip sign.
We've been talking a bit about Trump this morning, going through his second indictment for essentially stealing the launch codes from work. And we were saying, you know what? We haven't called him on the show in a while. Every, couple of months we do call him. He's always nice enough to give us a couple of minutes of his time.
He's in our little black book. It's actually his birthday today.
Correct, Liam. It is also his birthday. This is exciting as well because every time we call him, you always have to pop out.
I was just about to say that. I do. I'm sorry, Ben and Bell, but I'm feeling.
Liam,
I don't know if you noticed. My
promised this time you were going to be here.
Is as dry as chips, guys. So I'm going to just go and have a quick water. You call him. I'm sure I'll catch you at the end of the chat. So
All right.
Enjoy.
All right. Well, Liam's leaving the studio, as he always seems to do when we call Trump. But I've got the number punched in. Hopefully, he picks up the phone.
This is Donald.
Hey, Donald. It's Ben and Bell calling from Nova in Melbourne, Australia. How you doing?
So good to hear from you. So good to hear from you.
What are you up to right now?
Well, I'm just at Mar-a-Lago Estate by the pool, sipping a pina colada, celebrating my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah, that's awesome. How old are you turning?
Thank you. I'm 43.
Oh, wow.
I don't think you are.
You don't look great for 43.
Fake news.
Hey, look, we're calling Trump because you've been accused of willfully retaining national defense information and obstructing justice. Pretty serious. Is that true?
It's absolutely untrue. Sleepy Joe, he's asleep at that wheel, and this is Hillary. It's all Hillary.
Right.
That's all I can say, okay?
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you got to stay pretty tight-lipped on that whole story. Back on the birthday stuff, Trump, who got you the best birthday present, and what did they get you?
My son, Baron. he bought me some golf clothes for my birthday.
Yeah.
Do you know where they were from?
Where?
They were from the website Shein. And you know where the Shein operates from?
Where?
China. Made in China. I only wear American clothing. Okay.
Yeah. Are you having a party to celebrate?
I'm having a little soiree, yeah. And let me tell you who we have performing, an old friend of mine, Lady Gaga.
Of course.
Wow.
Oh, yes. I could tell you a thing or two about Lady Gaga.
Wow. All right. Well, it sounds like you've got a lot on your hands, Trump. So we'll let you
I
get back
do not
to...
have those codes. I just don't. Okay. And, it's a lot of fake news. I tell you, there's only one code I have written down in my house, which is triangle L1 triangle R2 square L1 L1, which is the invisible cars cheat on GTA San Andreas. Okay?
Okay. All right. You take it easy, Trump.
I love that game. I really do. Thank you.
Our next guest is one of Australia's fastest sprinters who represented the country at the 2000 Olympics.
The biggest cheer in the stadium, the golden boy of Australian sprinting.
Since then, he's turned to TV and is now your new host of Sunrise. Please welcome Matt Shirvington.
Shirvo, good morning, mate. Congratulations.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh, this is huge. I mean, did you ever think when you started TV in 2005 as a presenter for the now-defunct science show Beyond Tomorrow that fast forward a few years, you would be the host of Australia's #1 breakfast television show?
Never, ever write off shows that didn't quite go as far as you wanted them to because they gave you all the tuition that you need to get you across the line when it really matters.
That's it, baby.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I've got to be honest with you. I started filling in for Koshi a couple of years back, and about a year ago, they said, do you want to do his full-time Friday slot, which I jumped at the chance. And I said to Koshi last week, I never had a desperate ambition to be the co-host of Sunrise, but when I started doing it, I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the show. I fell in love with the people. It was kind of, when I first started, it was like putting on your favourite pair of jeans. It was just comfortable, easy, relaxed, and you get a bit of everything, like I've been knee-deep in sport for ages now in TV, and it's been really good to kind of mix it up a bit.
What's the preferred name on Sunrise? Is it Shirvo or is it Matt? What do people call you?
Shirvo.
It is Shirvo. It should be.
Shirvo. I mean, all my friends call me Shirvo,
Yep.
so it's Nat and Shirvo. That's kind of, that's where it lands.
It is also so funny that it's like we've gone from one nicknamey name to
Yeah.
another nickname. Like, it's like in America, it's like, hey, my name's Norm, Reynolds, and welcome to NBC News. And we come over here and it's like, Koshy, he's finished. Now we got Shirvo's taking over and all.
How Aussie is it? It's going from a Koshy to a Shirvo, and I reckon Davo will probably take over after that.
Maybe our friends over at Channel 9 might have to change to a Steffo instead of just a boring Carl. Like they're like, maybe that's where we're losing here.
Speaking of Carl, has he texted you or spoken to you?
No, I haven't spoken to Carl. Apparently he was part of a function last week, and he said... He was actually glowing. He said that any advice for Shirvo starting, and he said he doesn't need any advice. He's going well.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
I'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he'll take that.
What time is the alarm going off? Because we're in the same boat there. We all get up early for our jobs. Maybe this is a bit of a competition. What time does your alarm go off, Shirvo?
Well, my alarm goes off much earlier than yours. No. Because I'm still early in the job and I'm doing a lot of reading at the moment and catching up on a lot of the stories that eventually I'll kind of learn via osmosis. But 2:30 in the morning I get up.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You get up at that time or did you snooze?
No, see, I read for about half an hour in bed and I kind of half of it goes in, half of it doesn't go in. The alarm goes off again. And I'm like, so till about 3:10, get up, have a shower, and then I get in just before 4 o'clock.
Whoa. Well, you win.
You guys, what about you? What time
4,
do you guys get in?
4:30. No, we get in at 4:30.
Yeah.
Don't say 4.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But the other thing is we don't get hair and makeup, and you do. So we look half asleep when we start.
And it takes me 2 of those hours in makeup.
Shirvo, you're obviously, you're waking up, you're a professional, you're reading. Before I go to bed, I spend 2 to 3 hours looking at TikToks and frying my brain. And that's how I prepare
You're a
for a show.
professional, you read.
Hey, look, make sure you check out Shirvo, the brand new host of Sunrise, 6 to 9 weekdays on 7. Shirvo, as always, a pleasure.
Appreciate the support. Thanks so much, guys.
Got some good news for the Apple heads out there. They've got a new brand of Apple coming to Australia.
Oh, I thought you meant like a new iPhone.
No.
That's so bad.
The original Apple has got a new product coming out.
Right.
It's called the Cosmic Crisp. And I know you're excited about this, Ben, because you're a real guy who picks specific... Like, you asked me to go to the shops and get you a Nashi pear. Or, I just see a mandarin. I don't use labels.
That's crazy.
Same with apples, pears, it's all the same thing.
There's
whatever.
Imperial mandarins. There's other brands. That's the one that I go for.
The first thing that sometimes I accidentally pick up an orange. It's the wrong thing. You know what I mean? I see an orange ball and I just grab it.
That stresses me out so much.
What's the best
apple? I think the best apple when they're in season is the Jazz apple. But having said that, I now think the Cosmic Crisp could be the new contender.
Why? What's so good about it? Just sweeter?
I think it's just they've bred lots of good apples, and then they've made this super apple.
What do they do? Put the seeds together? How does that work?
They cross-pollinate. So when the flower grows, the seeds, the pollination happens, and then that creates a new plant. It's crazy.
What are we doing to this earth?
We're not doing anything, Bill. Sometimes it's natural. It's evolution.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't want to get too deep into
that. Just like there's an apple with thicker skin or whatever. I'm not I think we're doing a lot worse to the earth.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.